Today we are here to talk about something very controversial. You may have heard or not that on a day like today, 20th of June, but in the year 1500, Queen Isabel the Catholic signed the prohibition of slavery of the indigenous people in the Americas. We don't really have the document that says this, but we do have a document that mentions something similar, and this may have led people to think that there was an actual law that prohibited or abolished the slavery of the indigenous people in the Americas. First, we do have a document from 1495 where both Isabel and Ferdinand authorized the slavery of the indigenous peoples that were being found in the expeditions. What is confusing is that some of these indigenous peoples, when they arrived here to be sold as slaves, they were returned. I couldn't get access to the actual document. I do have a part of the transcription, and the transcription of the document says there were some indigenous people being brought here to Seville to be sold as slaves, and Isabel decided to return them, to send them back to the Americas, to be free, according to the line that we have in the transcription here. But she doesn't mention that all the indigenous peoples of the Americas were going to be free. And then we also have the Testament of Isabel, where she says that the indigenous people have to be treated like subjects of the kingdom in a good way, and so on. But there's another proof as well from way later, from 1530, where there was a decree signed in Madrid to prohibit the slavery of the indigenous peoples. The problem is that that document only lasted 4 years because it was abolished in 1534. There's this other document where we can see that the previous law was repealed after only 4 years. So we have to always understand that there was a context of many different situations happening at the same time. Remember that things were never black and white, and there's always conflicting information too, but that is why we always have to look at the documents of the history.